Hi, I'm Raymond of 3 Dudes Quilting in Phoenix, Arizona, and we're proud to have our friend Nedra Sorensen here from Triangles on a Roll. And today she's going to show you how to do quarter square triangles the fast and easy way. They can be a pain to do sometimes. This is fast, easy, and very precise. So Nedra, it's all yours.
Thanks, Ray. Thanks for having me here. Quarter square triangles often make our head hurt because we think, oh, how do we do the math on them? We know how to make half square triangles, and a lot of times we try and make quarter square triangles from our half square triangles, but doing the math could be hard. With Triangles on a Roll, we've made it easy for you. We've done your math for you. We have quarter square triangles that come in 7 different sizes. You can make them from 1.5 inch up to 5-inch quarter square triangles. All of our products come on a 50-foot roll. You have a label on the outside that gives you all of the instructions. There's also instructions written on the inside on the paper too, so you have a lot of help to make these. When you first take your wrapper off, I like to take the wrapper off and stick it inside the tube. That way I always have the directions and the size with each roll. And then I like to wrap a little elastic rubber band, the kind you just get at the dollar store, around when I've used my product, and then I just can put the rest in the drawer and then it's ready to do. To start with a quarter square triangle, you decide the size you want to make. Today, I'm demonstrating with a 4-inch. And the first thing you do when you open up your paper is decide how many you want to make. Each one of these will make a quarter square triangle. It takes 2 half square triangles. So you'll just count how many you want to make, and then you trim your paper. On each paper, on the instructions, it will tell you the width to cut your fabric, but the length is decided by how many you want to make. Once you've cut your paper and you know how long you want to make it, then you'll take 2 pieces of fabric and you put them right sides together. I've got it over here. And place those together right sides and pin the paper on top. Then you want to decrease your stitch. Normally when you turn your machine on, it's about a 2. You want to turn it down to about a 1.5. Doesn't have to be exact, but something like that, just so it will put those stitches closer together, and it will help perforate that paper, make it easier to tear off when you're done, and then also it will hold that seam, so when you do tear off the paper, it will hold it tight. Once you've put your paper and pinned it on, you'll take it to the machine, and then you want to follow the arrows and you just stitch on the dotted line. Even beginners can do that. This is a great way to learn how to sew when you're learning to quilt. If you're teaching children or grandchildren, they can stitch on a dotted line. And so you just stitch on that dotted line. And then you take your rotary cutter and your ruler and you will cut on the solid lines. And you'll cut all the way around the outside also. When you are done, you trim like that. You have triangles that look like that, that normally would go like that. When you open them up, you have a half square triangle. So then you'll take 2 half square triangles and you put them together, and you'll match, put them in opposite corners. So you'll put the dark triangle here to a light here, opposite sides, and match them together. And then you draw a line. This is the traditional way from here. I forgot to say, you pull off your papers too before you do this. Draw a line from corner to corner, and then you'll stitch just a 1/4 inch on either side of that line. Then you'll cut on that drawn line that you've done. When you open it up, you have a perfect quarter square triangle. So when I put that and count 1, 2, 3, 4, that'll make a 4.5 inch, which will make it a 4-inch quarter square triangle. It's nice because they're so accurate and even when you put them together. I hardly even have to use pins to put them together. I can just sew them together, kind of that hourglass shape, just goes together beautifully. If you ever have any questions, feel free to look at our website or contact me. I'll be happy to help you. Thanks.
Thank you, Nedra. I appreciate you being here, and I want the people to notice this wonderful quilt on the wall here. This features the quarter square triangles. These are designs done by half square triangle people. They're wonderful. Triangles on a Roll has a lovely selection of new patterns, also available at 3 Dudes, and you can get your paper at 3 Dudes. Come see us. Thank you.